Good morning, you blessed people of God. It is Tuesday, November 11th. I am Levi Griffin, and welcome to Word Today. Where is your treasure? Some people put their treasure in their kids and they lift their kids to the places of gods, and their kids can do no wrong, and they grow up to be these horrible, self-centered children because no one ever disciplined them. Why? Because their children became their treasure. They didn't want to hurt their children, even if it meant making their children better. Some people treasure is their job. So they want to please everyone. They want to make everyone happy. God says, work on your job like you're working for Him. So work with integrity. Don't take 6-hour lunches. Don't try to backstab people or work in a way that would deny Christ in your own life. They won't listen to you talking to them about Christ. They don't respect you, right? But that shouldn't be your treasure. How do we know if it's becoming your treasure? If you get joy out of your kids, that's great. But if they can go and tell their teacher off and you say, oh, it's okay, that's just Jimmy, then you've lifted them to a place of God. If you go to your job and you get pleasure out of your job, that is great. But if someone in the next room or the next cubicle talks about you and it ruins your day, then you've lifted it to a place where it's become your treasure. So if our children shouldn't become our treasure, and our job and our spouses, what should be our treasure? Well, if we back up a verse to Matthew 6:20, it says, store up your treasures in heaven, right? Where moth can't eat it, where people can't steal it, a mortgage company can't take it, a car company can't repossess it. Put your treasure in God. When God becomes your treasure, serving God becomes your pleasure. So your job isn't your treasure, it's just a way to make money. Your job, your true work becomes pleasing God. That becomes your job. Going to church, telling people about Jesus Christ, that becomes your real job. When you get to heaven, they're not gonna say, hey man, you did 60 hours at Demco Incorporated, good job on you. They're gonna say, hey man, you greeted people at the door at church. You told somebody about Jesus. You fed a homeless guy. You took your time and gave someone a ride. That's where your treasure should be. So on this Tuesday, I want you to just reevaluate where your treasure is. Hey, love you. God bless you. See you tomorrow.